Today we're going to be talking about the number one rule you need to employ in order to run faster. My name is Devlin Eden from CoachParry.com, and I'm going to hand over to Ntutu to get us started.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is running slowly, and here at Coach Parry we are firm believers in doing most of your runs, not all your runs, slowly. So the most important thing about running slowly is that it helps you build an aerobic base and it allows you to accumulate a lot of volume when you're running your mileage. It's also low impact and low intensity, which means that it's a lower risk of injury and a lower risk of incurring fatigue.
A lot of people think that in order to get faster you really have to go out and smash it hard in every single run, and that's definitely not the case. If you go out and you're running hard in every single run, what you're actually doing is that you're just sending yourself into deeper and deeper pits of not recovering. Just remember, we've touched on this so often, is that you're not actually getting fitter in the session when you are doing that session. So if you're running harder, you're not actually getting more benefit than if you're running a little bit slower. We only get the benefit of the training that we're doing when we allow for some recovery time. We need to have some stimulus, then we have some rest and recovery, and that is what allows us to get the benefits of all our training. So if you're going out and you're just hitting it harder and harder and harder in every run and not giving yourself that time to recover to get better, you're just digging yourself into a deeper and deeper hole and never going to see the benefits of those sessions. The other aspects of this is that we're training specific energy or energy systems or physiological zones. It's not just a flick on flick off switch in terms of the different energy systems that we are using. We use both the energy systems or all energy systems at a certain time, predominantly using one more so than the other. And so when we're training and wanting to build our endurance and build our aerobic capacity, we want to be working within in what we term zone 2. So that's nice and easy sort of slow running. When we're running towards the faster end of that zone, you're actually utilizing more of some of the other energy systems and not so much of that aerobic capacity. And so you're really just tugging, it's almost like a tug of war between the different energy systems and really not doing what we're asking the body to do in order to make us faster. And so people often think that if you're not hurting in a session, you're not actually getting the benefits, right? And I saw an awesome quote the other day that said something around like, if you want to feel like you're really hurting in a session, you may as well run and just hit yourself with a hammer at the same time. You're going to be getting the same benefits anyways. So rather just slow it down, run your runs a little bit easier so that you're getting the benefits and allowing your body enough recovery time so that when you come to do another session, you're ready to do it.
A lot of people think running more, or in other words running every day, is the thing that's going to make you run faster. That is not the secret to getting faster. You need to build in some recovery time between all your runs to be able to allow you to run faster. And we are not professional athletes which have a both unique ability to recover from workouts and they have the time to recover from those workouts. So making yourself run more is not going to be the answer to getting you running faster.
A lot of people think in order to run faster, it's just running. That is not always the case, and we like to prescribe multitudes of other components to your training. We like to talk cross training. So cycling, for example, is a really good avenue to introduce into your training program. Cycling or swimming, it's low impact, works really well for active recovery type of sessions, and just allows you to take a little bit of the eccentric loading off the legs while getting some training in. Another really big component that we like to implement into our training plans is a strength training component. Now, you've probably heard strength training. We all know it's important, but not often many of us actually get around to doing it. The strength training component allows you firstly to be stronger and have a performance gain in your running. So it allows a stronger base, it allows your muscles to handle the training loads that you'll be throwing at it, especially when you do start building that training volume. And then the other angle to the strength training component is actually the injury prevention. Injury prevention is vital to allow us to obviously keep training and making sure that we're not having to lay off for periods of time because of little niggles and nagging pains that do come through. Keep in mind, mix things up in your training plan a little bit. Bring in some cycling, bring in a little bit of swimming if you've got access and you are comfortable to that. And an absolute vital point is to add strength training to that component in order to help you run faster. Good news is we've put together a free strength training program for you. Click on the link on screen now to check it out.
The thing that will make you run faster and have you running fast and performing better on race day is being consistent and doing the right things most of the time. And therein lies the key, because we're not robots. We can't do the right thing day after day after day after day, but we can do it most of the time. So that means being on a well-structured plan and doing the right sessions at the right time in the week. It means having recovery time built into your training plan. It means that if you've got more time to train, you add in cross-training and strength before you add in more running. And it means being mindful about what you are eating and drinking and how you are sleeping. And again, I want to draw you to the key word here. It means being consistent and doing the right things most of the time so that you can get the most out of your training and keep yourself doing the training you need to do week after week, month after month.
If you're interested in getting faster, we've put together a great video that'll show you how to get some free speed in your running. You can click on the link that is on screen now, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.